Hi, YouTube family. Auntie is here. I'm Patty Jackson. I am your auntie of pop culture with the stage hair. What do I mean by stage hair? These are the wigs I look when I wear when I'm on stage. And I got a ton of shows this past weekend, Atlantic City. I'm going to tell you all about them. It's not cute not knowing my allergies. Driving me nuts, but we're going to get through this report here. It's not cute not knowing. We're going to start off with hugs. Start off with this hug. It's not cute not knowing, and now you're going to know. Auntie hates publicity stunts. I really do, because I think that it's not fair to the public, and I think I would rather be quiet than participate in a publicity stunt. Is actor Jonathan Majors, who's in a whole bunch of trouble with that ex-girlfriend. Is he really dating Megan Goode? Jonathan's career is in limbo. He goes back to court in June. And they were like, you better show up. You face a year in jail. They said he physically assaulted the girlfriend and strangled her. She has already said, it was her fault. I think they're going to drop the charges. But the damage is done. I always use the analogy, a white shirt. You get ink on it. You can't get that damn ink out. You can try and try and try. That ink is still there, and sometimes it spreads. His career is in jeopardy. So now I think his people are like, let's find a black girl, and we're going to say you're dating her. Why Megan Goode? Why would she do something like this? Ain't nobody talking about no Megan Goode. She got that show Harlem, but she's not on anyone's lips and they're talking about her. And probably some of the other women who would gladly go along with it are too old, like Lisa Ray or Megan Foxx. Megan Goode is about 40. I think they want to do anything to save Jonathan Majors' career. He ain't been dating black women. Let that man date who he wants. He's got to learn how to maybe control his temper, not put any hands on, or not be with people, or be honest. If you're honest with someone, look, I'm out here seeing other people too. You're not the only one. Sometimes you have to be honest, or I want to date other women too. You still there, but I still want to do my thing. Because this girl clearly went off, provoked him. Some altercation happened, and she went running to the cops. Now, she said she changed her story. It was my fault. I love you. The damage is done. And Jonathan, you're not talking, but now they got you out here dating Megan Goode. I hate publicity stunts because, what is Megan Goode? The cleanup woman? Somebody cue up Betty Wright, cleanup woman. What is this? This is a publicity stunt I don't agree with. Another possible publicity stunt is Jamie Foxx. He and his daughter Corinne, the company made an announcement. They've got a new guessing game show coming on next year. We Are Family. You've got celebrities and their non-famous family members going out. Now they were saying that, Jamie's going to make a video statement. He ain't made no video statement. He's at the hospital. He's out of the hospital. He's playing pickleball. I am not going to believe anything until I see a video of him talking and a video of him walking. See, they're being secretive because there are deals. This is one of them. I don't know if it's losing money or people dropping them or not having faith in them. There is a stigma if you're believed to be sick or you got a little disability. He's got to get better. I know that the family want to make out of control rumors, but it's going to get worse if no one sees him and no one sees him talking. So I don't know how they're going to convince people. Maybe they just want people to stop talking about it, and then one day they'll pop up after he gets over. I think they're handling it wrong, and I understand why they're being secretive. There's too many deals out here that they don't want to lose and don't want people to know about. They already had a body double to finish that movie with Cameron Diaz. Nick Cannon is already the new host of Shazam. Now they're introducing a new one. Maybe the family, they don't know how to deal with this crisis, because it's a crisis. And it can blow up in their face if they're not honest. Because once you're dishonest with the media, they will turn their back on you. Remember years ago when Brandy got pregnant, she said the guy was the father. Then he must have got mad because the deal fell apart, and she never got that kind of love. And Brandy is so talented. She never got that kind of love from mainstream media. Now, I don't know if this would happen to a Jamie Foxx because he's an Oscar winner. But maybe it's just best to be quiet. Maybe it's just best just to be quiet. But I ain't believing nothing until I see him talking and I see some kind of video. Other than that, it's like Anita Baker, Babyface. They did a show last night in Baltimore and it went so well. They're getting along. It started on time. People are like, I can't believe he did that many songs. Babyface alone is going to give you 2 hours. You're getting your money's worth. Because he's about 2 hours. Especially when he starts doing all the songs he did for other people. Anita Baker was her usual self, doing all of her hits and shouting at the sound crew. Because that's just what Neat does. But the tour has resumed and it's going well. As I went through the comments, Jennifer Lopez, a big congrats. Because they say, you always mean about Jennifer Lopez. No, she got the #1 movie on Netflix streaming, The Mother. Omari Hardwick co-star. So big congratulations. She plays this assassin protecting her family. I go to the stories because I don't think that she and Ben are as happy as she claims to be. And little things leak out. Now, granted, it's no fun having somebody following you around, looking your every move. But Ben slamming the car, them arguing on the red carpet. No, J-Lo cannot afford to have another marriage go down the drain. But I just don't think that this is as perfect. They took their mothers out for Mother's Day, and Jennifer just looks like so tense. And I want her marriage to last and her not to have not another one. So it's not that I'm always being mean about Jennifer, but again, the publicity stunt, and maybe you shouldn't go on. He's such a great husband. He's such a great dad. She talked more about him than she talked about this movie on that press tour. But congrats, J-Lo. You got the #1 streaming movie on Netflix and The Mother. Fantasia was amazing over the weekend. I hosted a show that she did on Saturday night in Atlantic City, and she is over the top excited about the Color Purple movie musical. She's on an extensive tour. She looks great, and I shared a lot on my Instagram at WDAS Patty. I did her. I did Stephanie Mills last night. Singer Kenny Lattimore, he brought his family. There was Judge Faith, baby Skylar. Kenny Lattimore's son sings in the band. I was standing by there doing my little social media, and the security guard said, you know, that background singer really looks like Kenny Lattimore. And I said, because that's his son that he had by Shantae Moore. He's so handsome. And he says he is so glad to be working with his dad. Neo was on that show. I wish he would get his personal life together because he's really an amazing entertainer. And it was like, dude, you should be in Vegas. He's really good. I mean, he put on such a show with his dancers. But the personal life, I think, gets in the way. Stephanie Mills was also amongst the performers that I hosted, and Stephanie is always a fine voice, and when she does Home and the Power of Love that Angela Winbush wrote, it was amazing. High Five was on there, and I'm going to be very honest, I did not know. I know who they was. I knew who High Five is, but I don't know if they was the original High Five. I was like this. I didn't know. And I had someone ask me. I said, I don't know who we was looking at. They were just up there singing the songs and changed the, what do you call it? The instrumentation. They had a song. I believe it was 1985. I Like the Way, the Kissing Game. Or maybe it was the 90s. Maybe I'm off by a decade. It was in the 90s. And the lead singer originally died of an overdose. He was sniffing the air-conditioned stuff. So anywho, they're singing I Like the Way, right? But they changed the arrangements, kind of like made it slow. And I was like, what they do to the song? See, I'm from the school of what they do to the song. So I don't know who he's watching, but they were on the bill too. What makes Bridgerton, Queen Charlotte's story, so amazing? I think if you're romantic at heart, if you just hold out for true love, this is what is sticking out. The story of Queen Charlotte and the king, and she had like 15 kids. But the love story and the lines, and I think that you think, oh, if I just had a love like that. But I think that they're saying that this one is better than one, which had a lot of sex, and better than two. Are we on four? We're on like the fourth in the series. But Queen Charlotte, a lot of people talking about the great love story. Kelly Clarkson, she got blasted. She got a new album. But last week's stories came out of the turmoil on the set of the Kelly Clarkson show. And Kelly was criticized at first, like, Kelly, how come you're not talking about the problems? Kelly listened, and now she's paying attention, and she says she will address the issues of a toxic workplace on the Kelly Clarkson show. There was a man and an executive producer, a woman, who were singled out where they had like 19 old staffers. One new opened up the Rolling Stone magazine about how they were treated and how they were underpaid. Will something happen now? This Saturday night, HBO presents Love to Love You, Baby, the Donna Summer story. I'm interviewing her daughter, Brooklyn Sudana, tomorrow. She did this, a labor of love, about her mom and her reign, because she was on top of the music world. She died, I believe it was 2012. I know she was 61 and she died of lung cancer. It was totally unexpected. But boy, oh boy, did she have one amazing career. At 81 years old, Martha Stewart is gracing the cover of Sports Illustrated, and she looks good. Think about it. You know that woman takes care of herself. That's number one. She eats clean, so she's going to look good. And at 81, it's like, oh, Martha, gracing the cover of Sports Illustrated. Reba McEntire is coming to The Voice. Blake Shelton is leaving after this season. And his wife, Gwen Stefani, is coming. And Reba McEntire is coming as well for the new season of The Voice. Tony Awards are being affected by the writer's strike. You know, this is going on longer than I thought. The last time they did this, that's when they started reality TV. It lasted about 100 days. The Tony Awards will not be aired on CBS. They'll happen, but they're not going to be aired. On The View, they read from cue cards, because at CBS show The Talk, they've shut down production. The View is keeping going on. They read from cue cards. How long will it affect the soap operas? Maybe in another couple of weeks, we'll start seeing reruns of your favorite soap operas. But that writer's strike continues to go on. And Richard Williams, Richard's oldest son, said, our dad is not with that woman, because his much younger wife, 41 years younger, she all on the gram showing off her clothes and everything she's bought with that money she stole from him and posing with him. And she got him driving, and he's supposed to be driving, talking about some of the Williams and Peaches and Herb reunited. Well, the oldest son said, our dad's not with her. Well, y'all need to go and get your dad. I said last week, I said, Serena, go and get your dad. Because she's not going anywhere, and she don't want to divorce him. The cash cow is ending. The son is saying that his father probably doesn't even realize what's going on, and he looks dazed and confused, like, Richard, what are you doing? This woman is creeping back in to steal from you again. The son says he's going to make sure it doesn't happen. The whole family, because Richard, you have a ton of kids, they all should be lining up around and protect their dad from this woman. Thanks for leaving comments. I appreciate it. It's not cute not knowing, and now you know. I'm Patty Jackson, your auntie of pop culture. Your thoughts? Is Jonathan Majors Megan Goode a publicity stunt? Will the truth ever come out about Jamie Foxx and his true condition? Leave a comment, give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and that way you never miss a thing. I'm Patty Jackson, your auntie of pop culture. Thanks for joining me, and have a good one.